Okay, and this is bigger type. The machines is 430 type. Also is the machine picture in our is high vision. For this picture, we also can introduce some the machine point, like the machine is have the ground view, can easily move, and there you can see this part. Also is for you feed the different type of material is can control which output is better. Okay, and for this series, we have with many type. You know, we can see from the smallest type and to the bigger type. Is have for now is have the four type and four different kind of needs. Yes, we can see the picture. First is the smallest type, and then the bigger type. So for the two type is the smallest type is belong to Weiwei 420 type is very small. Suitable for you just for feed like one or more is smallest animal like cattle, sheep. Most of our customer is chooses for feed sheep. For the two type machine is process. You can see is the feeding pot is have a little difference. First is for the Weiwei machine is 424 is a C type. Yes, it have two output, and for this the type, the two type is similar. Or both have three feeding port, but the capacity is different, and the inside also have different. Yes, this also is we take a picture in high vision. Also have other type of machine. You can see. And also for this machine, we have was how to say have gasoline type. Okay, and for this color is before we our machine is a color. Also, you can custom according to your local your needs. Such as you like the green or white is no problem. Also, you can see this is matches diesel engine type. For this machine, for is custom for some is area is having no is have is for the electric is shorted, so they choose the diesel engine. For the diesel engine, both have the um, both is the 6,000 power diesel engine, and for the diesel engine type is need the more so can um, is make the machine more suitable working easily. The, the question. Yes, okay, I can see this picture. Okay, for this the last picture last picture is also is matches diesel engine type for the different structure. Also is match 6 horsepower diesel engine. Now we can choose machines or video. First, for the structure is just choose the machine can process which material and is suitable feed which animal. Now we can show the video and can see the machine is how to work, the working principle, and the process which material. Okay, now is maybe some time. Okay, we can waiting the computer and need some time to choose a video. And for if you have on this machine have any question, you also can send message in our live and can see it. Now this is machine for video. Next is the process we test the cold straw. Straw is the long pot. You can see the machine, the final pieces. For this machine, you need choose the machine video also can introduce the machine how to operate. For this machine, the capacity is this is a bigger type for is about 600 to 800 per hour. And for this is you can see don't put some material in order to feed map one time. You can see this machine. And for this machine, you can process the different size final pieces. This is very small. This is like glass panel. Now we can see the next video. This is we are according to customer needs and take the machine, the material process the peanut straw, and also is the dry peanut straw. Yes, you can for this machine if you want to feed first you can use one tea or other object can help you to feed. And for this feeding pod is your processes straw, the grass is no problem. And for the lower, this feeding output is make the smaller the final pieces. vision and take the video. It's big. It's, you can see next video. This is before we test process the whole cone, include the cone and the cone core. You can see about this, we have a buffer. When you test processes the cone core, you need to control this buffer. And to adjust the distance is can to test the material and do not have a big distance. Maybe we can see better the video can show. Yes, this is Weiwei 430 type. You can see put the cone and directly make the cone the powder. For this powder also is can match other type of machine like filter machine or filter pellet machine for make a filter pellet. For this machine, yes, this recently some video is shoot is from the Lord's output port and process very small the final pieces. You can see the final pieces is powder. And for this is also can directly feed animal. And if you want to can save a long time and it can match the feed pellet machine and process the material, mix other material and form. Make a feed pellet. Also, we have the customer feedback and for process the local material. And also for this machine, now we mainly use the machine process the grass and the straw or the green to make the very small final pieces. Also this machine mainly and usually processes grass. Processes the different types of grass and straw or the very fine and fresh branch also is okay for feed animal. Okay, and you need some time. Maybe because the video is big and so need some time, we can try other video to choose a machine. Okay, suppose the video is big, now we can see the machine, the inside, and can choose the machine is the inside, you know. For this machine, some customer is not clear the spare part and how to work and how to use, and some machine before, after you purchase and you how to attention some point about this machine when use or after you working the point. for this, we managed to use some pictures about the final pieces, the inside, and to make the final pieces inside the picture. Okay. This is just the way following the machine. The video process the grass. This video is show from the other output to process the grass and straw. Even whatever yes, you can see this fresh or the dry straw also okay. Usually for feed is a big animal machine. This is you can see process grass. And like the video shows, is you can put much, but do not feed much for one time. You can feed some straw and for continually. And now we can see the machine, the spare part. Okay, have a little question, please wait, we will slow it soon. Okay, now is have a question about the coming. Okay, it's slow. Now we can see the machine's inside is a spare part picture. Also can introduce how to use the machine, the working principle. For this is like we just really should process the straw and the grass, use our fresh and fine branch. You can see some screen, the whole size is 60 millimeter for make the big, the final pieces for feed cattle or other big animal. And also this is have some triangle, the a structure for make the grass and straw is soft, more soft, like feed the sheep or the cattle is better. Okay, and this is or the machine, some spare part, the blades, the moving blades, and for this moving blades is we name it the sawdust moving blade. Is the two side both can use and is belongs with 424C type. And this is the machine, the cutter, the fixed type for make uses a screw to fix, uses a screw to fix the blade. And this is the arc, the moving blade is belong to other type like we today mainly introduce the Weiwei 424B type and Weiwei 430 type. Yes, this is already finished to install the machine side. We can see the machine. We can, according to this picture, and introduce our machine's working principle. For process the material after you feed the grass and straw, you can see first is have the blades and the cutting, then have the inside the machine structure. You have many small hammer blades in high speed will beat and make the final material make a final pieces is through mill, and then you can see they will have the small triangle blade also will cutting the material. And for this machine also have the fines. You can see some the steel board, every part have some steel. The board we name it fence too. When the machine working will produce the wind is blow out the final pieces, and the fence pictures. The triangle blade we can see, and the part is like tools is when you use the machine for some time you can change this triangle blades, but for all use is do not worry about the question. Mainly uses the moving blades and the belt. Also have the bearing for this machine is have the two bearing. You can, if you afraid of the machine and want to use more long time, or you are a dealer, you have many custom, you want to deal with your customer purchase the machine, the after sales service, and you can consider purchase the bearing. Okay, and this is the machine screen. Like we show the video for the different the whole sizes screen can produce the different the final pieces. We can see the 6 mm and 3 mm, and or bigger is 5 mm and 8 mm, and or more smaller. Or this is have the triangle, have the triangle, the structure, the also is belong the screen. For every machine we will match 4 pieces screen to make the different size final pieces. This is the moving blades belongs 424C type. The triangle blade. And for this is the already finished installed the machine's picture. This is today we mainly introduce the 424 type and 430 type. They use the moving blade is arc, the moving blade, and both sides can use when you need to change the blade or to make the blade is too sharp, and also can to lose the screw and to sharpen the blade. And for this is a machine bearing for. In some time you need to add the lecture, the oil to into the machine. Also, this is moving the blade. Usually for some the dealer, you have purchased much machine, or you need some much the spare part. We will like this is have a small the paper box and two have much to look. You can see the different size. For this is our the smallest type of the screen. You can compare for the different screen is can match the different fine pieces. And this also uses the machines different with other type machines, mainly and the point because you you need the machine to process different material is need through the screens. So the final pieces is suited for the screen, the whole size then will be blown out. Okay, about the machine, the spare part is introduced. Now we can see some machine already finished. Like this is a switch is can cutting some power the timeline. You can custom them. This is belongs 424 the B type. We can see the machine. This is we just test the machine. The machine the inside. For this machine, you can see like we just introduced the triangle blade and the hammer blade and the moving blade. Now the fans. And for the machines, working house, the upper will have a board and we will help the machine process the material to make the material is more better and the quantity will bigger. Also this is according to customer the needs and to match switch and then plug to operate and more safety. This is have a switch type the machine already installed. This customer is asked the machine mainly is orange color. Also you can choose other type color. This is the bigger type, belongs the Weiwei 430 type. You can see the blade, the triangle blade is bigger. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. And your match is the biggest the screen. Now we can see the machine, the APS is more clear. From the machine is you can see from this is coming and then after process and will through the screen. Finally will through the upper is blow up. From this it will be blow out. You can see the bearing. This is installed belt. And also we update the machine. And for this upper now is like this, have a still a bird and like have the the triangle blades for cutting the grass. This is the 424C type. You can see the moving blades. It belongs the smallest the moving blades. Also, this is already two finish the painting and then two prepare to install. And this is already in our factory in the stock and prepare to install. And for this machine, usually the pack is for different. Is for the paper case pack or wood case pack. The wood case pack, if you choose like this, is the two set. Is pack like this, the model, the machine, and the for save the space, the feeding port and some auto port is like this, and also like this customer chooses will purchases extras blades like this will uses paper and will pack the two set machine in one wood case pack. Yes, this is for the different point. The machine you can see the two-center machine with one wood pack, each two pack like this. And usually is like this with paper case pack, and the machine is already for is better method to load and save the space. Also has a product menu. And if you want to get more details about this menu, you can click our live show, our channel's catalog to get more information. And also this is before our customer needs the also is two set machine in one wood case, but this model is not in have one extra motor, also with more the wood box pack. Yes, for this machine is for make sure for their machine is more safety when shipped, so they choose the two-set machine with one wood case pack. You can see the machine. This is the machine. The name it the 9ZF430 type. Of this machine is choose the 4 kilowatt. Also can choose the 3 kilowatt. The 4 kilowatt can choose the single phase or 3 phase. Is up to you, your local electric, which is better. Also, this is before we our customers' machines is load one container. And for this is lead to the wood bar to make sure the machine with the shape is not is fixed, is no problem. And like this, the screen will like this. Okay, and also we can choose some the machine, the other type. Usually for the, if you are a dealer and you want to for save um, the shipping place, so usually you can choose the paper box. Like this, well, with one paper box and two loads machines. The machines are mainly the working part include the working house, the cover, the frame. And usually when you receive the goods is like this, and you know you need to install the machine. You can look or the product menu and check the step and to install the machine. And you need to check the every part about the machine is both include have no not lost some part. You can see this is a screw. Have one bag of the screw and the screen and the outer port. The screen, the belt, the outer port, and the one bag screw. Okay, this is we check the outer port part, and then attention the outer port for the process. The green is have two part need install. Use the screw install. Okay, and this is the machine for the outer port and the feeding port have some the steel the board we name the buffer to control. You feed the different type of animal from the different feeding port or outer port. Yeah, this is to first we take the working house, then take the machine frame, and you can check the rubber wheel and the motor body and the install the motor the frame. Yes, this is the motor the frame and the screen. Usually the screen is the lower in the on the machine frame. Okay, and this is you take all the parts of the machines, the feeding pot and the auto pot and the cover, the machine frame and the machine, the working house, the one bag of the screw, the screen, the motor, the frame, and the buffer belt, the ground wheel, and the motor. Also, you need for factory has install the toolbox, and also you need some the tools to install the machine. And suggest you wear the glove and to install the machine, because the machine is both of the steel is some part is sharp, afraid will you hard your hand. The part we only take the more the clear the picture. First, your is to install the ground view, and you can see the machine frame. For this is to install the working house part, then we install the motor and this part. This need some, you can see in the screw bag have the pin, you can to fix the rounder the wheel. And then you need to put the working house part to tension the hole to fix screw. And also another side also is then you can to install the screw to fix the working house part. Yes, this is the screw, and need to look at like the ring, the steel ring to together with screw to fix. Yes, this is already to tight the screw. Also, you can use hand or can choose the tools, make sure the screw is more tight. Yes, this is already finished. Yes, this is the motor frame. Yes, to look for the suitable position and install, but not fixed. Okay, next. And this is for the machines have one motor frame is already installed but not fixed. And also now we can to install the motor. This motor have the motor pulley, and to install the motor pulley, then continue to install the motor. Yeah, this is to put the model in the machine and we install the screw. Yeah, the screw is at this, the hole is to install. Yeah, this is already installed, the screw. Now we can need the attention, the point is the motor pulley and the machine. The motor pulley is in one line. You can use the cover two manner. Yes, this is already is installed the belt. And make sure the belt is not tight or not loose. Then to install the cover. And yes, this is install to fix the cover. Then to install the fitting port for the grass fitting port part and screws is fixed. And need to install the cover. Okay, this is we measure the fitting port is the one. And yes, is the machine. And before you test the machine, need to check the machine. The inside, the screw is okay, and the inside is okay. And this is another fitting port. You also need to install the screw. Yeah, this is already to finish the machine install. Okay. As enough, and for the machine install is like this. If you still have other questions about the machine, you can contact us and also send a message to us. Thanks everybody. For next week, we still have a live show and introduce our other type machine. Welcome to every time at the same time to watch our live show. Bye everybody. 就讲了这，
先来弄一下，它没弄好。